Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dean Barwick, your host for the Money Talk Show. Hey, I'm so glad you could join us today. Today we're doing mistake number 10 of the 12 most common IRA and legacy planning mistakes. And before we get into that, let's tell you a little bit about who we are first. I am the president and founder of Acquire Capital Management. We are a registered investment advisory firm here in the state of California, and we do all of our broadcasting through the Money Talk Show. Now, the Money Talk Show broadcasts all over the world, and if you happen to be in the United States, any of the 50 states, and you say, hey, I'd like to talk to an advisor who could help me with some of the topics that you're talking about, Dean, I recommend you go to themoneytalkshow.com, and they have an advisor referral service right there. You put in your name, you put in your email address, of course, put in your state and your zip code, but also put in your phone number. And here's why. They'll actually call you up and get a little information from you, and they work with financial advisors all over the United States, and they'll help find somebody who's really a good fit for you, possibly able to give you anywhere from 2 to 3 referrals that might help you out. So it's a great resource. I do recommend you look into that. Also, if you have any questions about anything that we go over in any of our segments, please, go to the Money Talk Show, ask a question, put in your name, your email address, your phone number if you'd like, and they'll get back with you right away with an answer. And also, when we start getting enough questions on the same topic, we'll go into more in-depth discussion on that, and you'll get an email letting you know when we're going to go a little deeper into the topic that you had questions on. So that's a great resource for you as well. Anyway, let's talk about this. Today we're doing question number 10, IRA and legacy planning mistake. Excuse me, not question, but mistake number 10. And that is having too many retirement accounts. Now, let's take a look at here's a typical client, actually a typical client we've worked with. They come in and they've got too many retirement accounts. And what happens is when you've got too many retirement accounts, it's a very common problem. And in this particular scenario, this person has 10 different retirement accounts, but very little knowledge on any one account. Now, it's very easy to make some very costly mistakes when you have too many retirement accounts. I mean, you've got to ask yourself, do you know how to calculate the required minimum distribution on all those multiple accounts? What happens if your calculations are wrong? Now, which account should you start taking your RMD, your required minimum distribution from? And will losses affect your retirement? And are your beneficiaries all properly set up in all of your retirement accounts? Okay, so let's take a look at this a little bit further. Now, one of the solutions that we have for clients that come in like this is we'll consolidate into 3 different types of accounts. We have an IRA, we have a Roth IRA, and then we use what's called non-qualified funds. Now, by consolidating their accounts, in many scenarios, we're able to minimize confusion and potential errors. Additionally, I will optimize their accounts to take full advantage of all that the IRS has made available, as well as the asset allocation for overall desired risk and return, depending on where their particular scenario is. So, now again, planning today, and I just want to point this out. If you plan today properly, it can really prevent or avoid costly mistakes in the future. So if you've got several different accounts and you don't have everything working in sync, you really need to get with an investment advisor, somebody who's a fee-based advisor, that you can bring everything together, clean everything up, especially if you're getting ready to go into retirement or maybe you're already in retirement. It's very important that you do that. Now, this particular graph illustrates our consolidation and optimization process for our clients' safe money. Now, what I mean by that is this is in every plan we have money that a certain percentage that can go to risk for the possibility of a higher return. But you always have to, especially when you're getting into retirement years, you have to have a good portion set aside for safe money, which means no matter what the market does, you're going to be taken care of. Now, my clients have grown their nest egg many times far beyond what they've ever imagined. And in this particular scenario, they receive a 10% upfront bonus on their traditional IRA, continuing their tax deferral in a product that will never decline due to market volatility. Again, that's that safe money. It's very important going into retirement that you have that. Now, additionally, upon distribution of the Roth IRA, these clients are going to enjoy a great tax-free retirement and also have the peace of mind of knowing that they will never outlive their money because of specific riders we were able to include in these products that provide guaranteed income for life, no matter what the market does. Now, the best part is these gains are locked in and can never be lost. So that's the safe money. Very, very important. Now, let's look over here at covered call performance. This graph illustrates our consolidation and optimization process for our clients' investment money with covered call strategy. Let's take a look at the month-by-month results. This is actual results from 2010. I've actually been using this particular slide for a long time, but it's still very accurate. Covered call portfolio here is in green, and the S&P 500 stock index is in red. Now, as we discussed, our ultimate goal when it comes to managing money is to participate in the upside and protect the downside, okay? And that's very important. And let's take a look at this. As you can see, my client's portfolio accomplished our ultimate goal, providing significant growth with substantially less volatility than the stock market had. Now, in 2010, the S&P returned overall 9.2%, while this covered call strategy returned 10% with less than half the volatility of the stock market. So they didn't have to take that risk in order to get that type of return. Risk versus return is always a very important factor, and with the covered call strategy, they were able to minimize the risk and actually still get more return than the S&P 500 have. So you got to ask yourself, does my current investment strategy adequately compensate me for my level of risk? Am I taking more risk than I should for the return I'm receiving? You got to ask yourself that. I can tell you this, our clients can answer absolutely yes with confidence. It's giving them more performance actually than the risk that they're incurring. So let's take a look at the next slide here, which is leaving a legacy of love. You know, our planning process truly provides our clients with clarity, knowing that they will have reliable income during retirement, as well as a legacy to pass on to their loved ones. Now, you can imagine your great-grandchildren getting a check on their birthdays every year from you, even after you've passed away. Now, with our clients, hey, they do that, and it's a very powerful component within the legacy planning process. So, again, if that's something that you're interested in, talk to either your existing advisor or go to the Money Talk Show, where it's a advisor referral service. Put your information in there, and they'll help you find an advisor that can set that up for you if that's of interest to you. Hey, listen, we're going to wrap today's broadcast up. Let's go ahead and ask one more money question. The question here is, consolidating retirement accounts will minimize confusion and, well, the answer, it'll also minimize potential errors. So it might seem like a small thing, but it really does make a huge difference by minimizing or consolidating your retirement accounts and minimizing the confusion and the potential errors. Makes it a lot easier to be certain everything is on the track you want it to go for or to go on for your IRA and legacy planning needs. So anyway, hey, listen, this is Dean Barwick again. I appreciate the time that you've spent with us today. If you have any questions about any of the information that we covered, please go to themoneytalkshow.com and fill out the Ask a Question contact form. If you're looking for an advisor, use their referral there as well. And I also want to say the Money Talk Show sponsors financial education workshops all over the United States. These are free to you. They're a phenomenal service. They're taught by financial professionals in your area. And the nice thing is there's no business conducted. They're not trying to sell you something. So if that's something you'd be interested in to find out some more information, get a little more in-depth training to help you understand the options that are available to you today, go to themoneytalkshow.com and under their financial workshops, click on that. Fill out that information with your zip code or the area that you would like to attend a workshop in and possibly the topic, and they'll let you know when workshops are coming up in your area. Hey, listen, until next time, America, we look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.